Hello, New York Yankees fans. We have brand new exclusive videos and the latest news for you. Before we get started, we'd like to invite you to join our channel and give this video a like. It's crucial to get exclusive access to the latest updates. The rumor that is taking over the baseball corners of the internet right now feels like one of those moments where you stop, rewind, and listen again because it sounds almost too bold to be ignored. Around the Yankees universe, whispers are growing louder about a new figure being quietly groomed as the next massive symbol of power, presence, and promise in the Bronx. The nickname being passed around, always with a smile and a raised eyebrow, is the new judge, and the name attached to that comparison is Spencer Jones. This is not an official declaration, not a press release, not even a confirmed plan, but the kind of speculation that thrives in late-night conversations, podcasts, and YouTube monologues where passion often runs ahead of confirmation. The idea itself is intoxicating because the Yankees are a franchise built on legends, and every generation seems desperate to identify the next towering figure who can carry that weight. The chatter suggests that the organization sees something familiar, something almost poetic, in Jones's combination of size, swing, and quiet confidence. People close to the scene hint that scouts and insiders are seeing echoes of dominance, not in a copycat way, but in a spiritual successor sense. This is how baseball myths begin, not with facts, but with belief. What makes this speculation even more compelling is how naturally the narrative seems to fit the Yankees' long-standing identity. This franchise has always leaned into stars who feel larger than life, players whose silhouettes alone can sell tickets and command attention before they even take a swing. The murmurs about Spencer Jones being molded into that kind of figure are not accidental. According to the grapevine, the Yankees are fascinated by how his physical presence immediately changes the energy of a field, much like Judge did when he first arrived. The comparison is not just about height or power, but about aura, that unspoken gravity that makes everyone stop and watch. In YouTube circles, creators are already painting verbal pictures of Jones stepping into the batter's box, the stadium buzzing with anticipation, fans feeling that familiar mix of hope and expectation. None of this is confirmed, and that is precisely why it feels so powerful. Rumors thrive in the absence of certainty, filling the gaps with imagination. The Yankees, it is said, understand the value of narrative as much as numbers, and the idea of introducing a new judge figure fits perfectly into their storytelling tradition. Whether intentional or not, the myth is growing. There's also a sense that this rumor is being fueled by subtle signals rather than loud statements. Insiders suggest that the Yankees' internal conversations are filled with careful optimism, the kind that avoids headlines but encourages belief among those paying attention. Spencer Jones is reportedly being watched not just for his performance, but for how he carries himself, how he handles attention, and how he responds to pressure. These are the traits that turn talented players into icons. The speculation frames him as someone who could one day stand at the center of the franchise's identity, not as a replacement, but as an evolution. In YouTube commentary, this is often described as destiny forming quietly in the background. The fans love this kind of story because it invites them to imagine the future before it arrives. The idea that the Yankees are preparing another towering cornerstone gives supporters something to cling to, something to debate endlessly. It becomes less about statistics and more about feeling, about whether Jones looks like a Yankee, sounds like a Yankee, and carries himself like one. That subjective element is where rumors gain their power. Another layer to this speculation is the emotional need it seems to answer among the fan base. Yankee supporters are always looking ahead, always searching for the next symbol of dominance to rally around. The whispers about Spencer Jones being the new judge tap directly into that desire. It suggests continuity, a passing of the torch that keeps the franchise's myth alive. YouTube narratives thrive on this emotional current, framing Jones not as a prospect, but as a story in progress. The speculation often includes vivid descriptions of future moments, imagined cheers, and iconic swings that have not happened yet. This kind of storytelling blurs the line between analysis and fiction, but that is exactly what keeps audiences engaged. The Yankees are masters at inspiring this kind of belief, even when nothing is officially stated. The rumors suggest that the organization understands how powerful it is to let fans dream. By not denying or confirming anything, they allow the narrative to grow organically, shaped by hope and expectation rather than facts alone. From a broader perspective, this rumor also speaks to how modern baseball fandom operates. The conversation no longer belongs only to traditional media or official statements. It lives on YouTube, in comment sections, and in speculative monologues where creators speak directly to the emotions of their audience. The idea of Spencer Jones as the new judge is perfectly designed for this environment. It is bold, visual, and rooted in the Yankees mythology. Fans do not need confirmation to discuss it passionately. They only need the possibility. The speculation becomes a shared experience, a collective imagining of what could be. Every new clip, every whispered comparison, adds another layer to the myth. The Yankees, intentionally or not, benefit from this buzz, as it keeps attention focused on their future rather than their uncertainties. This is the power of rumor in sports culture, especially when tied to a franchise as iconic as the Yankees. As this narrative continues to circulate, it becomes clear that the idea of Spencer Jones as the new judge is less about prediction and more about identity. It reflects what fans want the Yankees to be and who they want to believe in. The speculation allows supporters to project their hopes onto a name, turning potential into expectation. Whether this story ever becomes reality is almost secondary to the excitement it generates now. In YouTube-style storytelling, the journey of the rumor is as important as its destination. The Yankees, Spencer Jones, and the shadow of Judge are all woven into a single narrative thread that feels both nostalgic and forward-looking. This is how legends are imagined long before they are made. When the conversation shifts into the second wave of speculation, the tone often becomes even more dramatic, as if the story is gaining momentum rather than settling down. The idea that the Yankees might be preparing Spencer Jones to eventually embody that judge-like presence is now being framed as a long game, a patient strategy rather than a rushed decision. YouTube voices describe it as a quiet plan unfolding behind closed doors, where development is treated with almost sacred care. The rumors suggest that the organization is not just looking for talent, but for a figure who can handle the weight of expectation that comes with pinstripes. This is where the speculation deepens, because it assumes a level of intentional storytelling by the Yankees themselves. Fans imagine coaches, executives, and scouts all aligned around a vision that may not be spoken publicly, but is felt internally. The excitement comes from believing that the future is being shaped deliberately, not left to chance. In this version of the story, Spencer Jones is not rushed, but polished, prepared for a moment that has not yet arrived. Another fascinating aspect of this rumor is how it invites comparison without demanding duplication. The narrative does not claim that Jones will be the same as Judge, but that he could represent the next expression of that archetype. YouTube commentary often emphasizes that this is not about copying a swing or a stance, but about embodying presence. The Yankees have always thrived on players who feel inevitable, who step onto the field and make it feel like something important is about to happen. The speculation frames Jones as someone who could one day create that same sense of anticipation. Fans latch on to small details, a confident walk, a powerful follow-through, a calm expression under pressure, and build entire futures around them. This is how rumors grow legs, fueled by selective observation and emotional investment. The lack of official confirmation becomes part of the appeal, allowing imagination to fill the gaps. The second half of this speculation also leans heavily into the idea of legacy. Yankees fans are deeply aware of history, and the rumor positions Spencer Jones within that long lineage of iconic figures. YouTube narratives often paint this as a story of continuity, where the franchise is always preparing the next chapter while honoring the last. The idea of a new judge does not diminish the original, but rather extends the myth. It suggests that the Yankees are not content with short-term success, but are always thinking in eras. This kind of thinking resonates deeply with a fan base that measures greatness in decades rather than seasons. The speculation becomes almost philosophical, asking whether greatness can be cultivated or if it simply emerges. In this story, the Yankees are portrayed as architects, carefully shaping the conditions for the next icon to rise. Emotionally, this rumor also serves as a rallying point during uncertainty. Even without confirmed outcomes, the belief in a future star gives fans something to hold on to. YouTube creators often speak directly to this feeling, acknowledging the doubts while amplifying the hope. The speculation about Spencer Jones becomes a shared dream, a collective vision that unites the audience. It is less about accuracy and more about connection. The Yankees brand thrives on this kind of emotional engagement, where fans feel involved in the story long before it is written. The rumor allows everyone to participate, to argue, to imagine, and to believe. That participation is what keeps the narrative alive. As the speculation grows, it also starts to influence how fans watch and interpret everything related to Jones. Every highlight, every mention, is filtered through the lens of the new Judge narrative. YouTube discussions dissect body language, reactions, and moments of composure, searching for signs that confirm the story. This selective attention is a powerful force, turning ordinary development into symbolic milestones. The Yankees, whether intentionally or not, benefit from this heightened focus, as it keeps excitement centered on their system. The rumor becomes self-sustaining, fueled by every new piece of content and every passionate reaction. It no longer needs official backing, because it has already taken root in the collective imagination. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. Ultimately, the second part of this story reinforces the idea that rumors are not just noise, but a reflection of desire. The speculation about Spencer Jones becoming the new Judge reveals what fans want to see and believe. It is a story born from tradition, hope, and the endless appetite for the next great Yankee icon. Whether reality ever aligns with this narrative remains unknown. But in the world of YouTube storytelling, the power of the rumor lies in its ability to make the future feel vivid and alive. For now, that is more than enough to keep the conversation burning. Finally, the excitement surrounding Jacob deGrom and the Yankees has inspired speculation about the broader cultural and symbolic significance of this signing. Sources suggest that beyond statistics and wins, the move represents a bold statement about ambition, dominance, and the pursuit of excellence in the modern MLB era. Analysts are debating whether this could redefine the concept of a franchise ace, not just as a pitcher, but as a figure whose influence permeates every aspect of team strategy, media narrative, and fan experience. Fans are imagining an entire season shaped by his presence, envisioning stadiums alive with anticipation, commentary that highlights every strategic decision, and highlight reels that capture moments of brilliance destined to be replayed for decades. The psychological impact on opponents is part of the conversation, with whispers suggesting that facing deGrom could become a defining challenge in a batter's career, transforming ordinary games into epic battles of skill and nerve. Rumors also hint at how this signing might influence future player movement, inspiring teams to prioritize dominant pitching in ways previously unseen. In essence, deGrom in pinstripes is not just a story about talent. It's a narrative of aspiration, dominance, and a relentless drive to leave a mark on baseball history, a tale that promises to unfold with every pitch, strikeout, and heroic performance. Finally, the emotional and cultural resonance of the rumor cannot be overstated, as fans and commentators alike grapple with the possibility of witnessing history in real time. The buzz surrounding Kyle Tucker's alleged signing evokes not just excitement about statistics, strategy, or spectacle, but a sense of being part of a larger story, a narrative where every swing, catch, and play could be etched into the collective memory of the sport. Rumors have sparked endless conversations in fan forums, podcasts, and video channels, blending personal hopes with analytical predictions in a way that transforms speculation into a shared experience. The potential narrative extends beyond the field, touching on merchandise, media coverage, international attention, and even local culture surrounding the team. Each detail, from whispered reports to analyst commentary, adds layers to the imagined reality, building anticipation to almost unbearable heights. Whether Tucker officially joins the Yankees or not, the speculation alone has created a story that captivates, excites, and inspires, proving the enduring power of sports to generate dreams, discussions, and moments that feel larger than life. The rumor has transformed into a cultural event, keeping fans on the edge of their seats and sparking imaginations across the globe, leaving the world waiting, wondering, and dreaming about what could be. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.